Hi, it's Preston. Not all days are created equal, and there's some days where I add a little bit more to my daily routine. So, this video is called The Daily Routine Part 2. The first thought is this: IBD's been doing this for a long time, and they count up the number of what they call accumulation days and distribution days. And if too many distribution days start overwhelming their system, they put the market, they call it marketing correction. And the other point I want to say is their little method here often is criticized because they're like way late and a dollar short to the party. And when I say this, I'm for the last 2 days of just buyers really coming back in, they had it in the red here. They had market in correction. In fact, they've only had it in the green as of this morning. And so people can look at that and say, it'd been nice if you would have told us, but again, they kind of have their method. And if you want to criticize that, whatever, there's plenty of other tools on here. But one place I like to look at daily, especially when we're going through a challenging market time, is this little tab called the big picture. And it's just a very short, pithy article. So here's the latest one. They're dated right here. And this can give you some stock ideas. Stock market powers up. These 4 top growth stocks in or near buy zones. I mean, here's 4 names you could take a look at. And I'm looking at them, of course, to see if they mix and match with a pirate, type style setup. Here's leaders in up volume: Adobe, PayPal, ASML, TaskUs. I looked up this TaskUs yesterday. I'm like, I haven't heard of that. I've heard of ServiceNow. I've heard of Upstart and PayPal and Adobe. I'm like, what's TaskUs? And they're based in Texas, outside of San Antonio, but they're newer. They're in the toddler phase. They don't have weekly options yet, but here's a name: leading in volume. Sign me up. I want to know about that. So anyway, they just kind of have this little big picture, they just have this big picture column, and I like to visit here. Another thing that I like to put my eyeballs on this front page is stocks on the move. Now, these are stocks today. We can see there's some buying in Goldman Sachs. And not only are these stocks in green, but they're ranked, as you can see here, by the volume percent change. So the Bruker is first. I haven't heard of them because they're trading higher, but this volume is 555% greater than a normal day, than an average day that Bruker goes through. I mean, I want to look at it. Looks like we've got a chart here of the past couple months. And so Goldman pushing past 400. Morgan Stanley and the banking stocks and the financial investment banking stocks have come in announcing earnings first, and Schwab's a part of that. Here's Schwab trading higher. Generac, they make generators. Boy, I bet their products aren't in too big a demand these days. Let's just look at that one just for fun. GNRC, and we'll see if there's an option chain on it. And I don't know if I would imagine they announced earnings. They have monthlies, but and here's their deal right here. So some stocks just don't spend a lot of time making investors mad. Generac's one of those. No one's upset owning this the last 5 years. Some stocks, it just seems like they just wake up every day just tormenting investors and traders. Generac is not one of those. And how do we find out if there's earnings? We can go to briefing.com and let's just put GNRC and October 27th. So the news today on October 15th, is this an upgrade by the analyst cartel? Yeah, initiated coverage of Generac. Hey, thanks for the buy upgrade, Analyst Cartel. Hey, hey, appreciate that. Thanks. Where's your buy upgrade down here? Where's your upgrade here? This is such a cheap shot. And really, they have learned to be completely lazy and copycat each other. There's no work involved in being a part of the Analyst Cartel. They just got to flap their gums. They got to upgrade things, right at the top. I mean, you have got beam me up. I mean, there is zero skin in the game. Yeah, that's the news. It's been upgraded by the cartel. So coming back here, earnings are at the end of this month, and we were looking. Oh, here's what I wanted to show you. We were looking at the price action volume. Yeah, it's super excited. Up, it's up 4%. The analysts are going to go have a 3 martini lunch, and but here's the deal: the average volume, daily volume, 680,000. I'm not saying this company sucks. I mean, oh my gosh, goodness gracious, no. I mean, come on. But it's like, what spot do we get in? Do we want to just chase it because the analyst cartel says, hey, we think it's 500 now? I mean, I just feel like a dope acting alongside there. But a true surprise factor is I'd want to see 680,000 shares already having happened in volume with the stock being up. So look, it's going to be up. It's probably going to have greater than a normal day's volume at the end of the day. But I feel like a chump chasing something like this, especially because the only news item out there is from the cartel. So that's just kind of what I think about that. Do I think you'd make money with Generac, like buying shares and then waking up 3 years from now? Yes, I think the world, anyway, the world's going to be buying more of their product. Okay. So for a long-term investment, there's not a dividend here, but I mean, you got to be kidding me. Generac there's a thing called being in the right place at the right time, having a little pixie dust and a little luck in there. I mean, if you have a great CEO and leadership and, I mean, come on, some people just have it all. What do you do?